The Olympic torch setting off on the journey home. The latest leg of the relay, taking it through the streets of Hong Kong, back onto safe territory. A day of rain didn't deter supporters from going onto the streets to cheer its progress. But the controversy that's followed it so far hadn't quite finished. This was the last chance for protesters to air their unhappiness before the torch gets to Beijing. And those protesters were out on the relay route in specially marked off enclosures, clearly making their voices heard. But if it was a question of who could shout loudest, the pro-China support was an even stronger voice. These students actually from the mainland itself, although many from Hong Kong were also keen to demonstrate their support for Beijing and for the Games.
So we come here to welcome the torch come to Hong Kong, and which Beijing will hold a successful Olympic game this year.
And we love China. One world, one dream.
Questions have been raised after Hong Kong immigration officials refused entry to several activists in the build-up to the relay. Was this going to be a test of one country, two systems and freedom of speech in Hong Kong? One activist who was allowed through was Hollywood actress Mia Farrow, who's urged China to withdraw its support for the Sudanese government. After giving the Hong Kong authorities assurances she wouldn't be taking part in street protests, we caught up with her as she travelled to a press conference.
China alone has a point of leverage, a unique relationship with Khartoum. And so we're at a point of saying, please, China, you have the power to alter the course of history. You have the power to end a genocide.
Several pro-Tibetan demonstrators also used the relay to demonstrate against the Chinese government. One woman was taken into custody for her own protection after being surrounded by a pro-China mob. But for most, it was just a fun day out.
Well, the Olympic flame is now reaching the final leg of the Hong Kong relay, going down here from whence it'll go on into the exhibition centre. And this is the very end for Hong Kong. The authorities here will be very happy. They've seen a peaceful end to the Olympic relay and a peaceful return home for the Olympic torch. Tony Cheng, Al Jazeera, Hong Kong.